Hi everyone, let's talk about how to optimize the tracking environment today. Hopefully, this will help you adjust your shooting environment and improve the tracking performance. So, the basic principle behind the tracking technology is that they use infrared and optical sensors to track the position and direction of objects. They emit invisible infrared beams and then analyze the reflection of these beams to accurately calculate the position and direction of tracked objects. Now, onto their operational capabilities. When you've set up the base station and plugged it in, it'll start with a flashing blue light and then transition to a solid green or white light. If you see a flashing red light status at any time, that means there's a problem with the base station and it needs to be repaired. The horizontal field of view is 150 degrees, and the vertical field of view is 110 degrees. Tracking ability might be a bit weaker at the edges of the field of view, and any obstructions in the emitted range can affect tracking effectiveness. It's recommended to mount the base station at a height of at least 2 meters and stay within 3.5 meters. The infrared power is emitted from the sensors in the middle of the base station with an effective range of 7 meters. 2 base stations can cover a tracking area of 5 meters by 5 meters. You can use up to 4 base stations to achieve a size of 10 meters by 10 meters. When it comes to configurations, the key is to determine the tracking area and maximize the coverage area and tracking performance as much as possible. Now let's talk about some things you should avoid for better performance. Vibration. Unstable stands or mounts can amplify minor vibrations from the base station motors, affecting tracking performance. You can use recommended clamps or stands to mount the base station on a sturdy surface like a truss or securely on a wall to improve stability. Bright lights. Sunlight or spotlights can interfere with the base station's infrared wavelength. It's advisable to adjust light sources to avoid direct exposure and consider adding curtains to block sunlight. Reflection. Reflective surfaces in the shooting environment can also interfere with tracking. Please cover potential reflective areas to avoid interference. Obstructions. If obstacles are blocking the path between the base station and tracked objects, the base station won't be able to calculate reflections to obtain position information. Remove any obstructing objects to ensure all tracked objects can be recognized by the base station. Additionally, when installing rovers on cameras, you can mount them on rigs to enhance stability. We hope you have learned how to adjust the studio environment and optimize your tracking space for smoother shooting with ViveMars CamTrack and excellent VP projects. Thank you.